Hello. Hi, everyone. Glad you can make it today. Let's spend some time together and learn a belly dance move. And from time to time, you might see a furry friend walk across, right? Okay, so we're going to learn the snake arms today. And depending on your music, you really could do them super gooey slow, or you can make them more flowy and a little bit faster. So we'll break down the basics of the snake arms, okay? All right. So we're going to start off with the good dance posture. We're going to stand tall, all in alignment, and we're going to bend our knees. Have the soft knees, tuck the core, lift the chest, roll the shoulders back and down, and smile. We'll just do a little tiny warm up. So let's start with some hip circles. One direction, and then we'll go the other direction. Always nice to warm up the hips, even though we're going to be using our arms today. Take some deep breaths and bend the knees. In and out. All right. Good job. Shoulder rolls to the back. Reverse the direction. You can shake out our wrist a little bit. Wiggle your legs. Shake the arms and legs together. Maybe we can stretch our wrists a little bit more. It's always good if you have stuff that you're doing on the computer, even on your phone. So gently take your palm and press it back a little bit, just enough to feel a stretch, but not to hurt yourself. And then flip your arm over, bend the other way, very gentle. Okay. Rotate that around a little bit. I hear some snap, crackle, pops. The other hand. Bend. The other direction. And if you can't do this, that's okay as well. And just rotate your hands. Wiggle your fingers. Get a little stretched out. Okay. So let's start with the snake arms. We will do one arm at a time, and then we'll put the two together. So with your whichever arm you want to start, we will hold it tabletop, usually is what we say. Basically like chest level. Hold it up here. And the way you're going to start the snake arms is coming from the shoulder, then the elbow, and then the wrist. And then you finish the line. Okay, so raise the shoulder up, raise the elbow up, raise your wrist up, and then you finish the line. Okay, again, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and then release. Finish the line. put our arm down a little bit, shake it out. It's going to get tired. I'll try it again. Shoulder, and make sure, like you kind of tend to like, oh, let's touch our ear to the shoulder. But you just bring up the shoulder, then the elbow, then the wrist, and finish the move. So you see that I have it down and I go back up. Depending on your choreography or the dance that you're doing. When you start the snake arm, it'll go to that point here, definitely by the time you have your elbow up. So, but if you're already up there, you're not going to raise it as high. But either way, it looks better because you can actually rise with the snake arms. And so if you want to start here, you're not coming from all the way down here, and people are not going to see the snake arms down here. It's generally up here. So again, shoulder, elbow, wrist, and finish the line. All right, let's start, or let's continue with the other arm. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, and finished. Let's put our arm up here. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, and finish the line. Shoulder, wrist. My shoulder's doing something weird. Shoulder, wrist, elbow, and release. It might be easier one side or another. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, and release. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, and release. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, release. Okay, shake it out again. Let us do both arms at the same time. So we'll start off in this position. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, and release. And bring them just down a tad bit before we start again. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, and release. And generally, you're not going to do snake arms, both arms at the same time. We're just doing it for practice. My cat is making noise. Okay, so let's go back to one at a time, and then we will put the two together because you're going to alternate your arms when you're doing the snake arms. So again, shoulder, elbow, wrist, release. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, release. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, release. Other side. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, release. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, release. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, release. Okay, trying to smooth it out just a little bit more. So now we'll get ready to combine the two. And if this is difficult for you, it's going to be a challenge. Just keep practicing one arm at a time. You will get it. You just keep doing it and it's going to work out just fine. So one side, shoulder, elbow, wrist, release. Smoothing it out just a little bit more. Other side, shoulder, elbow, wrist, release. Other side, shoulder, elbow, wrist, release. Other side, shoulder, elbow, wrist, release. And keep continuing with those points in a row. You're just going to smooth it out just a tad bit every time. Shoulder, elbow, wrist, release. If you have to say those words as you go, that'll help. Whether you say them out loud or in your mind, it'll help you. So here we go. Ready? Gonna do it all together. One side, other side, one side, other side, one side, other side. Alternate up. When your arms get tired, just drop them, shake them out. Just remember a dance posture. You can also do this in a level change. It looks really cool. And I will show that to you really quick. There you go. You have just learned some snake arms.